Imagine waking up one morning to find everything you've worked for, your job, your relationships, your sense of security suddenly crumbling around you. The weight of uncertainty presses down, and you feel like you're drowning in a sea of chaos. Now, imagine having a mental toolkit so powerful that no matter what life throws at you, you remain unshaken, calm, and in control. This isn't just a fantasy, it's the essence of Stoicism, an ancient philosophy that has stood the test of time and continues to offer profound wisdom for building mental toughness in our modern world. Stoicism isn't about suppressing emotions or pretending life is perfect. It's about training your mind to face adversity head-on, to find strength in challenges, and to cultivate resilience no matter the circumstances. In this video, we'll explore 25 Stoic habits that can transform the way you approach life's difficulties. These aren't abstract ideas, they're practical, actionable strategies that you can start applying today to build unshakable mental toughness. From learning how to focus only on what you can control to embracing discomfort as a path to growth, these habits will help you navigate life's storms with clarity and confidence. Whether you're dealing with stress at work, setbacks in your personal life, or the overwhelming pace of the modern world, Stoicism offers timeless tools to help you thrive. So, if you're ready to take control of your mindset, to turn obstacles into opportunities, and to build a life of resilience and inner strength, keep watching. By the end of this video, you'll have a clear roadmap to developing the mental toughness you need to face anything life throws your way. Let's dive in. Now turning to the first Stoic habit, let's explore the practice of negative visualization. This might sound counterintuitive at first. Why would anyone want to imagine worst-case scenarios? But this ancient Stoic technique is a powerful tool for building mental toughness. Negative visualization involves deliberately envisioning the loss of what we value most, whether it's our health, relationships, or possessions. By mentally preparing for these possibilities, we train ourselves to face adversity with calm and clarity. The goal isn't to dwell on fear or pessimism, but to cultivate gratitude and resilience. When we imagine life without the things we often take for granted, we begin to appreciate them more deeply. For example, picture losing your job or experiencing a sudden health setback. While these thoughts might feel uncomfortable, they remind us of the impermanence of life and help us focus on what truly matters. This practice reduces the grip of fear as we realize that even in the worst-case scenario, we have the inner strength to adapt and persevere. Negative visualization also prepares us emotionally for challenges. By confronting potential hardships in our minds, we become less reactive when they arise in reality. Think of it as a mental rehearsal. When you've already walked through the storm in your imagination, the real storm feels less overwhelming. This habit doesn't just build resilience, it fosters a profound sense of gratitude for the present moment, helping us find peace even in uncertainty. So, how can you start practicing negative visualization? Begin by setting aside a few minutes each day to reflect on what you value most. Imagine, just for a moment, what life would be like without it. Notice the emotions that arise, but don't let them consume you. Instead, use this exercise to ground yourself in gratitude and strengthen your mental resilience. As we move forward, we'll explore how this habit sets the foundation for the other Stoic practices that follow. Now shifting our focus, let's delve into the second Stoic habit, focusing on what you can control. This principle lies at the heart of Stoic philosophy and is often referred to as the dichotomy of control. Simply put, it's the idea that some things are within our power while others are not. The key to mental toughness is learning to direct your energy only toward what you can influence and letting go of what you cannot. Imagine you're stuck in traffic. You can't control the cars around you or the red lights ahead, but you can control how you respond. You might choose to listen to an audiobook, practice deep breathing, or simply use the time to reflect. By focusing on your reaction rather than the situation itself, you reduce stress and maintain a sense of calm. This mindset shift is incredibly liberating. It frees you from the frustration of trying to change the unchangeable. Another example is dealing with other people's opinions. You can't control what others think or say about you, but you can control how much weight you give their words. When you stop seeking external validation and focus instead on your own values and actions, you gain mental clarity and confidence. This habit isn't about ignoring challenges, it's about channeling your energy into productive, meaningful efforts. So, how can you apply this in your daily life? Start by identifying what's within your control. Your thoughts, actions, and attitudes are always yours to shape. When faced with a difficult situation, ask yourself, is this within my power to change? If the answer is no, practice acceptance. If the answer is yes, take deliberate, purposeful steps to address it. Over time, this habit will help you build resilience, reduce anxiety, and cultivate a sense of inner peace. As we move forward, we'll explore how this foundational habit ties into the next Stoic practices, each building on the other to strengthen your mental toughness. Now turning to the third Stoic habit, we explore the idea of embracing discomfort. This principle might sound counterintuitive at first. Why would anyone willingly choose to experience discomfort? But for the Stoics, this practice is a powerful tool for building resilience and reducing our reliance on external comforts. By voluntarily stepping into challenging situations, we train our minds to handle adversity with grace and strength. Think of it like this: when you expose yourself to small doses of discomfort, you're essentially building a mental muscle. For example, taking a cold shower might feel unpleasant in the moment, but it teaches you to endure discomfort without letting it dictate your emotions. Similarly, fasting for a short period can help you appreciate the value of food while strengthening your self-discipline. These small acts of voluntary discomfort prepare you for life's inevitable challenges, making you more adaptable and less dependent on external conditions for happiness. The Stoics believed that by embracing discomfort, we become less fragile and more capable of handling life's uncertainties. It's not about seeking suffering for its own sake, but about recognizing that comfort can sometimes make us complacent. When we step out of our comfort zones, we grow. Over time, this habit helps us develop a deeper sense of inner strength and mental toughness, allowing us to face life's difficulties with confidence and calm. So, how can you start incorporating this habit into your life? Begin with small, manageable challenges. Try turning the water cold for the last 30 seconds of your shower, or skip a meal and reflect on how it feels. The goal isn't to punish yourself, but to build resilience and reduce your attachment to comfort. As you practice this habit, you'll find that you're better equipped to handle stress, setbacks, and unexpected changes. This habit naturally leads us to the next Stoic practice, which builds on the foundation of resilience and self-discipline we've just explored. Together, these habits form a powerful framework for cultivating mental toughness and living a more intentional, fulfilling life. Now shifting our focus to the fourth Stoic habit, we delve into the transformative practice of daily reflection. This habit is all about taking a step back at the end of each day to examine your actions, thoughts, and emotions. For the Stoics, this wasn't just a casual exercise. It was a deliberate way to cultivate self-awareness and foster continuous growth. By reflecting on your day, you gain valuable insights into what went well, what could have been handled differently, and how you can improve moving forward. Imagine your mind as a garden. Without regular care, weeds like negative thoughts or unproductive habits can take over. Daily reflection is like tending to that garden, pulling out the weeds and nurturing the flowers. It's a chance to pause, assess, and realign yourself with your values and goals. The Stoics believed that this practice was essential for living a virtuous and intentional life. One of the most effective ways to practice daily reflection is through journaling. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to write down your thoughts. Ask yourself questions like, what did I do well today? Where did I fall short? How did my actions align with my values? What can I learn from today's experiences? These questions help you identify patterns in your behavior and emotions, giving you the clarity needed to make better decisions in the future. But journaling isn't the only way to reflect. Some people prefer to sit quietly and mentally review their day, while others might discuss their thoughts with a trusted friend or mentor. The key is to find a method that works for you and stick with it consistently. Over time, this habit will deepen your self-awareness, helping you recognize your strengths and areas for improvement. Daily reflection also serves as a powerful tool for emotional regulation. By examining your reactions to events, you can better understand what triggers certain emotions and how to manage them more effectively. This self-awareness not only strengthens your mental resilience but also enhances your relationships as you become more mindful of how your actions impact others. As we move forward, this habit of reflection sets the stage for the next Stoic practice, which builds on the foundation of self-awareness and intentional living. Together, these habits create a robust framework for developing mental toughness and leading a more purposeful life. Now turning to the fifth Stoic habit, we explore the profound practice of gratitude. For the Stoics, gratitude wasn't just a fleeting feeling. It was a deliberate mindset, a way to shift our focus from what we lack to what we already possess. This habit is about recognizing the abundance in our lives, no matter how small, and using that awareness to cultivate inner peace and mental resilience. Think of gratitude as a lens that changes how you see the world. Instead of dwelling on what's missing or what's gone wrong, you train your mind to notice the good, whether it's the warmth of the sun, the support of a friend, or even the lessons learned from a difficult day. The Stoics believed that by practicing gratitude, we could free ourselves from the endless cycle of desire and dissatisfaction, finding contentment in the present moment. One simple yet powerful way to incorporate gratitude into your daily routine is by keeping a gratitude journal. Each evening, write down 3 things you're grateful for. They don't have to be grand or extraordinary sometimes. It's the small, everyday moments that hold the most meaning. Maybe it's the taste of your morning coffee, a kind word from a colleague, or the comfort of your bed at the end of a long day. Over time, this practice rewires your brain to naturally seek out the positive, even in challenging situations. Another effective method is to express gratitude directly to others. Take a moment to thank someone who has made a difference in your life, whether it's a family member, friend, or even a stranger. This not only strengthens your relationships but also reinforces your own sense of connection and appreciation. Gratitude also pairs beautifully with the Stoic practice of negative visualization. By imagining the loss of what you value, your health, your loved ones, or even your basic comforts, you gain a deeper appreciation for what you have. This exercise doesn't dwell on fear, but instead highlights the fragility of life, reminding you to cherish the present. As you weave gratitude into your daily life, you'll notice a shift in your mindset. Challenges become opportunities for growth, and even the mundane moments take on new meaning. This habit doesn't just enhance your mental well-being, it transforms how you engage with the world, fostering a sense of abundance and resilience that carries you through life's ups and downs. With this foundation of gratitude, we're ready to move into the next Stoic habit, which builds on this mindset of appreciation and acceptance, further strengthening your mental toughness and ability to navigate life's complexities. Now shifting our focus to the sixth Stoic habit, we delve into the profound practice of accepting impermanence. At the heart of this habit lies the Stoic concept of memento mori, a Latin phrase that translates to "remember you must die." While this might sound grim at first, its purpose is far from morbid. It's a powerful reminder to live fully and appreciate the present moment. The Stoics believed that by acknowledging the inevitability of death, we could free ourselves from the anxiety and distractions that often pull us away from what truly matters. Instead of fearing the future or clinging to the past, memento mori encourages us to focus on the here and now. It's a call to action, urging us to make the most of our time, to prioritize what's meaningful and to let go of what's trivial. Think of it this way: when you truly internalize that life is fleeting, you begin to see each day as a gift. The small annoyances that once bothered you lose their power, and the things you once took for granted, like the laughter of a loved one or the beauty of a sunset, suddenly feel more precious. This habit isn't about dwelling on death. It's about using the awareness of life's impermanence to live with greater intention and gratitude. One practical way to incorporate this habit into your life is by setting aside a few moments each day to reflect on the transient nature of existence. You might ask yourself, if today were my last, how would I want to spend it? This simple question can help you realign your priorities, letting go of unnecessary worries and focusing on what truly brings you joy and fulfillment. Another way to practice this habit is by embracing change rather than resisting it. Life is constantly in flux, and the Stoics understood that clinging to stability or permanence only leads to suffering. By accepting that everything, our relationships, our circumstances, even our own lives, is temporary, we can approach change with a sense of calm and adaptability. This mindset not only reduces anxiety about the future, but also helps us navigate life's uncertainties with greater ease. Accepting impermanence also teaches us to value the present moment. When we stop fixating on what might happen tomorrow or regretting what happened yesterday, we open ourselves to the richness of the here and now. This habit fosters a deep sense of peace, allowing us to live more fully and authentically. As we move forward, this practice of embracing impermanence will serve as a foundation for the next Stoic habit, further strengthening your mental toughness and equipping you to face life's challenges with clarity and resilience. Now turning to the seventh Stoic habit, we explore the timeless practice of cultivating virtue. At the core of Stoic philosophy are four cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance. These virtues serve as guiding principles, helping us navigate life's challenges with moral clarity and inner strength. By striving to embody these qualities, we not only build character, but also develop the mental resilience needed to thrive in an unpredictable world. Let's break down each virtue and see how they can be applied in everyday life. First, wisdom. For the Stoics, wisdom isn't just about knowledge. It's about understanding what truly matters and making decisions that align with our values. It's the ability to see situations clearly, free from the distortions of fear or desire. For example, when faced with a difficult decision, wisdom encourages us to pause, reflect, and choose the path that aligns with our long-term goals rather than giving in to impulsive reactions. Next, courage. This virtue isn't limited to physical bravery. It's about facing life's emotional and mental challenges with determination. Courage means standing up for what's right, even when it's uncomfortable or unpopular. It's the strength to confront our fears, whether that's speaking up in a difficult conversation or pursuing a goal despite self-doubt. By practicing courage, we build the resilience to handle adversity with grace and confidence. The third virtue, justice, revolves around fairness and treating others with respect and kindness. It's about recognizing our interconnectedness and acting in ways that benefit not just ourselves but also our communities. In daily life, this could mean advocating for someone who's being treated unfairly or simply showing empathy to a colleague who's having a tough day. Justice reminds us that our actions have ripple effects, and by acting with integrity, we contribute to a more harmonious world. Finally, temperance. This virtue is all about self-control and moderation. It's the ability to resist temptations that might derail us from our goals, whether that's overindulging in distractions, unhealthy habits, or negative emotions. Temperance helps us maintain balance, ensuring that we don't let our desires or impulses dictate our actions. For instance, practicing temperance might mean setting boundaries with technology to focus on meaningful work, or choosing to respond calmly in a heated moment rather than reacting impulsively. Together, these four virtues form a framework for living a life of purpose and resilience. By cultivating wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance, we not only strengthen our moral character, but also equip ourselves to face life's challenges with clarity and composure. These virtues aren't abstract ideals, they're practical tools that can be applied in countless ways, from how we handle stress to how we interact with others. As we move forward, this habit of cultivating virtue will serve as a cornerstone for the next Stoic practices, further deepening your mental toughness and helping you live a life aligned with your highest values. Now shifting our focus to the eighth Stoic habit, we delve into the transformative practice of avoiding complaints. The Stoics believed that complaining is not only unproductive but also a drain on our mental and emotional energy. When we complain, we fixate on what's wrong, often amplifying our frustrations instead of seeking solutions. This habit teaches us to redirect that energy toward constructive action, empowering us to face challenges with a problem-solving mindset. Complaining, at its core, is a reaction to circumstances we perceive as unfair or difficult. But the Stoics remind us that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. By choosing not to complain, we reclaim our power and focus on what we can do to improve the situation. For example, instead of lamenting a heavy workload, we can break tasks into manageable steps and tackle them one at a time. This shift in perspective not only reduces stress but also builds resilience by reinforcing our ability to adapt and overcome. One effective strategy for avoiding complaints is to reframe challenges as opportunities. When something goes wrong, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? Or how can I grow through this experience? This simple shift in thinking transforms obstacles into stepping stones, helping us see setbacks as valuable lessons rather than sources of frustration. Another approach is to practice gratitude in the face of difficulty. By focusing on what's still going well, we cultivate a sense of balance and perspective that makes challenges feel more manageable. It's also helpful to develop a habit of pausing before reacting. When faced with a frustrating situation, take a moment to breathe and assess the facts. Ask yourself, is complaining going to change anything? Often the answer is no. Instead, channel that energy into identifying actionable steps you can take to address the issue. This proactive approach not only saves time but also strengthens your mental toughness by reinforcing your ability to stay calm and focused under pressure. Finally, consider the impact of your words on yourself and others. Complaining can create a negative atmosphere both internally and externally. By choosing to speak positively and focus on solutions, you not only improve your own mindset but also inspire those around you to do the same. This ripple effect can lead to more constructive conversations and a more supportive environment, whether at work, at home, or in your community. By embracing this habit of avoiding complaints, you'll find yourself better equipped to handle life's challenges with grace and determination. It's not about ignoring problems or pretending everything is perfect. It's about choosing to focus your energy where it matters most, on solutions, growth, and progress. As we move forward, this practice will serve as a foundation for the next Stoic habits, further strengthening your mental resilience and helping you navigate life with greater clarity and purpose. Now turning to the ninth Stoic habit, we explore the practice of mindfulness, a timeless principle that aligns seamlessly with modern techniques for mental well-being. At its core, Stoic mindfulness is about staying fully present in the moment, observing your thoughts and emotions without judgment or attachment. This habit teaches us to step back from the chaos of our minds and view our experiences with clarity and calmness, fostering a deeper understanding of ourselves and the world around us. The Stoics believed that much of our suffering comes from our reactions to events, not the events themselves. By practicing mindfulness, we create a mental space between what happens and how we respond. This pause allows us to choose our reactions thoughtfully rather than being swept away by impulsive emotions. For example, when faced with a stressful situation, instead of immediately reacting with frustration or anxiety, mindfulness encourages us to take a breath, observe our feelings, and decide how to act in alignment with our values. Modern mindfulness practices, such as meditation or focused breathing, are powerful tools to cultivate this Stoic habit. These techniques help us train our minds to stay present, even in the face of distractions or challenges. By regularly practicing mindfulness, we become more aware of our thought patterns and emotional triggers, which in turn enhances our ability to regulate our emotions. This self-awareness is key to building mental toughness, as it empowers us to respond to life's ups and downs with greater composure and resilience. One practical way to incorporate Stoic mindfulness into your daily routine is through a simple reflection exercise. At the end of each day, take a few minutes to review your thoughts and actions. Ask yourself, did I stay present today? Or how did I handle my emotions in challenging moments? This practice not only reinforces mindfulness but also helps you identify areas for growth, fostering continuous self-improvement. Another benefit of mindfulness is its ability to reduce overthinking and mental clutter. When we focus on the present moment, we free ourselves from the weight of past regrets or future anxieties. This clarity of mind allows us to approach problems with a fresh perspective, making it easier to find solutions and move forward. Over time, this habit strengthens our emotional resilience, enabling us to navigate life's uncertainties with greater ease and confidence. By embracing mindfulness, you'll find yourself better equipped to handle stress, manage emotions, and maintain a sense of inner peace. It's not about eliminating challenges or negative thoughts, it's about learning to observe them without being overwhelmed. This practice lays the groundwork for the next Stoic habits, further enhancing your mental toughness and helping you live with intention and purpose. Now shifting our focus to the 10th Stoic habit, we delve into the practice of setting clear intentions, a powerful tool for aligning your daily actions with your deepest values and long-term goals. The Stoics understood that without a clear sense of purpose, it's easy to get swept up in distractions or lose sight of what truly matters. By setting intentions each day, you create a roadmap that guides your decisions and keeps you grounded in what's important. At its heart, this habit is about starting your day with clarity and focus. Instead of reacting to whatever comes your way, you proactively decide how you want to show up in the world. For example, you might set an intention to approach challenges with patience, to listen more deeply in conversations, or to prioritize tasks that align with your personal growth. These small, deliberate choices add up over time, shaping not only your actions but also your character. One of the key benefits of setting clear intentions is that it helps you filter out distractions. In a world filled with endless demands and interruptions, having a clear sense of purpose allows you to say no to what doesn't serve you and yes to what does. This doesn't mean ignoring responsibilities or avoiding difficult tasks. It means approaching them with intention, knowing that even the smallest actions contribute to your larger goals. A practical way to incorporate this habit into your routine is to take a few moments each morning to reflect on your values and priorities. Ask yourself, what kind of person do I want to be today? Or what one thing can I do today that aligns with my long-term goals? Write these intentions down or simply hold them in your mind as you move through your day. This simple practice can transform how you approach challenges, relationships, and even mundane tasks, infusing them with meaning and purpose. Another aspect of setting intentions is the ability to stay adaptable. Life rarely goes exactly as planned, and the Stoics knew this well. By setting intentions rather than rigid goals, you give yourself the flexibility to adjust your approach while staying true to your values. For instance, if your intention is to remain calm under pressure, you might find that a stressful situation becomes an opportunity to practice patience rather than a source of frustration. Over time, this habit builds mental toughness by teaching you to act with purpose rather than react impulsively. It helps you stay focused on what you can control, reducing the mental clutter that comes from worrying about things outside your influence. By aligning your daily actions with your values, you cultivate a sense of inner harmony and resilience that carries you through life's ups and downs. As you embrace the practice of setting clear intentions, you'll find that it not only provides direction but also deepens your connection to what truly matters. It's a reminder that every day is an opportunity to live in alignment with your principles, no matter what challenges arise. This habit sets the stage for the next Stoic practices, further strengthening your ability to navigate life with intention and grace. Now turning to the 11th Stoic habit, we explore the transformative power of learning from adversity. The Stoics believed that obstacles are not roadblocks but stepping stones, opportunities to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. Instead of fearing challenges, they saw them as essential parts of life's journey, offering lessons that shape character and build mental toughness. At the core of this habit is the idea of reframing setbacks. When something goes wrong, it's easy to feel defeated or frustrated, but the Stoics teach us to shift our perspective. Rather than seeing adversity as a failure, we can view it as a teacher. For example, if you face a setback at work, instead of dwelling on the disappointment, ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I improve? This simple shift in mindset turns a negative experience into a valuable lesson, helping you grow stronger and more capable. One of the most powerful examples of this comes from the life of Marcus Aurelius, who faced countless challenges as a Roman emperor. He wrote in his Meditations that obstacles are not just external events, but opportunities to practice virtues like patience, courage, and perseverance. By embracing this mindset, he was able to lead with resilience even in the face of war, illness, and betrayal. This habit also teaches us to focus on what we can control. When adversity strikes, it's natural to feel overwhelmed by circumstances beyond our influence. But the Stoics remind us that while we can't always control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. For instance, if you lose a job, you might not be able to change the situation, but you can choose to use the experience to reassess your career goals, learn new skills, or explore new opportunities. This proactive approach not only builds resilience but also empowers you to take charge of your life. Another key aspect of learning from adversity is the ability to find meaning in difficult experiences. The Stoics believed that even the hardest moments can serve a greater purpose. For example, a personal failure might teach you humility, while a health challenge could deepen your appreciation for life. By finding meaning in adversity, you transform pain into growth, creating a sense of purpose that fuels your mental toughness. To incorporate this habit into your life, start by reflecting on past challenges. Think about how they shaped you and what lessons they taught you. When new obstacles arise, pause and ask yourself, what is this situation trying to teach me? By approaching adversity with curiosity and openness, you'll begin to see it not as a threat but as an opportunity to grow. Over time, this habit builds a mindset of resilience and adaptability. It teaches you to face challenges with courage, learn from every experience, and emerge stronger on the other side. By embracing adversity as a teacher, you cultivate the mental toughness needed to navigate life's ups and downs with grace and determination. As you practice this habit, you'll find that setbacks no longer hold the same power over you. Instead, they become moments of growth, reminding you of your strength and capacity to overcome. This mindset sets the stage for the next Stoic practices, further deepening your ability to thrive in the face of life's challenges. Now shifting our focus to the 12th Stoic habit, we delve into the importance of limiting external validation. The Stoics believed that true self-worth comes from within, not from the opinions or approval of others. In a world where social media and external judgments often dictate how we feel about ourselves, this habit is more relevant than ever. At its core, this practice is about cultivating inner confidence and self-respect. Instead of seeking validation from others, the Stoics encourage us to look inward and evaluate ourselves based on our own values and principles. For example, if you receive praise at work, it's easy to feel good about yourself. But what happens when that praise is absent? The Stoics remind us that our worth doesn't depend on external recognition. It comes from living in alignment with our virtues and doing what we believe is right, regardless of what others think. One practical step to reduce dependence on external approval is to practice self-reflection. Take time each day to assess your actions and decisions. Ask yourself, did I act with integrity? Did I stay true to my values? By focusing on your own standards rather than seeking validation from others, you build a stronger sense of self. Another key aspect of this habit is learning to detach from outcomes. Often, we seek approval because we're afraid of failure or rejection. But the Stoics teach us that we can't control how others perceive us. What we can control is our effort and intentions. For instance, if you're working on a project, focus on doing your best rather than worrying about whether others will approve. This shift in mindset frees you from the need for external validation and allows you to find satisfaction in your own efforts. It's also helpful to set boundaries with social media and other platforms that thrive on external validation. While it's natural to want to share achievements or seek feedback, remember that your worth isn't determined by likes, comments, or followers. Instead, use these tools mindfully, focusing on genuine connection rather than validation. Finally, practice gratitude for your own progress. Celebrate your growth and accomplishments, even if they go unnoticed by others. By appreciating your own journey, you reinforce the idea that your self-worth comes from within. As you incorporate this habit into your life, you'll find that you become less affected by others' opinions. You'll develop a deeper sense of confidence and peace, knowing that your value isn't tied to external approval. This mindset not only strengthens your mental toughness but also empowers you to live authentically, guided by your own principles rather than the expectations of others. By limiting external validation, you take a significant step toward building resilience and inner strength. This habit prepares you for the next Stoic practices, further deepening your ability to navigate life with clarity and purpose. Now turning to the 13th Stoic habit, we explore the power of practicing delayed gratification. The Stoics understood that true strength and fulfillment come from resisting the temptation of immediate pleasures in favor of long-term rewards. In a world that often prioritizes instant results and quick fixes, this habit is a cornerstone of building discipline and mental fortitude. At its heart, delayed gratification is about mastering self-control. It's the ability to say no to short-term desires in order to achieve something more meaningful in the future. For example, imagine you're working toward a fitness goal. The Stoic approach would encourage you to skip the late-night snack or push through an extra set of exercises, even when it's uncomfortable, because you know the long-term benefits outweigh the temporary discomfort. This habit isn't just about willpower, it's about aligning your actions with your values. The Stoics believed that by delaying gratification, we train ourselves to focus on what truly matters. Instead of chasing fleeting pleasures, we invest in activities and goals that bring lasting satisfaction. This could mean saving money for a future project rather than spending it impulsively, or dedicating time to learning a new skill instead of indulging in distractions. One practical way to cultivate this habit is to set clear, meaningful goals. When you have a vision of what you want to achieve, it becomes easier to resist temptations that don't align with that vision. For instance, if your goal is to write a book, remind yourself of the satisfaction you'll feel when it's complete, and let that motivate you to write consistently, even when it's challenging. Another key aspect of delayed gratification is learning to embrace discomfort. The Stoics often practiced voluntary hardship to strengthen their resilience. By intentionally choosing to delay comfort, whether it's skipping a luxury, enduring a cold shower, or working through a difficult task, you build mental toughness and prepare yourself to handle life's inevitable challenges. It's also important to celebrate small victories along the way. While the focus is on long-term gains, acknowledging progress helps maintain motivation. For example, if you're saving for a big purchase, take a moment to appreciate each milestone you reach. This reinforces the value of your efforts and keeps you committed to your larger goal. By practicing delayed gratification, you develop a stronger sense of discipline and purpose. You learn to prioritize what truly matters, even when it requires sacrifice. This habit not only builds mental fortitude, but also empowers you to live a more intentional and fulfilling life, guided by your long-term vision rather than short-term impulses. As you integrate this habit into your daily routine, you'll find that your ability to resist distractions and stay focused improves. You'll gain a deeper appreciation for the rewards that come from patience and perseverance, setting the stage for the next Stoic practices that further enhance your mental toughness and resilience. Now, shifting our focus to the 14th Stoic habit, we delve into the art of simplifying your life. The Stoics believed that by stripping away the unnecessary, we create space for what truly matters. In a world filled with constant noise, distractions, and endless demands, this habit offers a powerful way to reduce stress and cultivate mental clarity. At its core, simplifying your life is about prioritizing. It's about identifying what adds value and letting go of what doesn't. The Stoics taught that by focusing on the essentials, we free ourselves from the burden of excess, whether it's physical clutter, mental distractions, or unnecessary obligations. This habit isn't just about tidying up your surroundings, it's about creating a life that aligns with your values and goals. One practical way to start is by decluttering your physical space. Take a look at your home or workspace and ask yourself, what do I truly need? What brings me joy or serves a purpose? By removing items that no longer add value, you create an environment that feels calm and intentional. This process isn't just about organization, it's about making room for the things that truly matter. But simplification goes beyond the physical. It also involves decluttering your mind. The Stoics emphasized the importance of mental clarity, which often means letting go of unnecessary thoughts, worries, and distractions. One effective way to do this is by practicing mindfulness. Take a few moments each day to pause, breathe, and reflect. Ask yourself, what thoughts or concerns are weighing me down? Are they within my control? By focusing on the present moment and letting go of what you can't change, you create mental space for peace and focus. Another key aspect of simplifying your life is learning to say no. The Stoics understood that overcommitting leads to stress and dilutes our energy. By setting boundaries and prioritizing your time, you ensure that your efforts are directed toward what truly matters. This might mean declining invitations, limiting screen time, or stepping back from obligations that don't align with your goals. Simplifying also involves reevaluating your goals and commitments. Are you pursuing things because they truly matter to you or because of external pressures? The Stoics encouraged us to live in alignment with our values, not the expectations of others. By focusing on what's meaningful, you create a life that feels purposeful and fulfilling. Finally, remember that simplification is an ongoing process. It's not about achieving perfection, but about making intentional choices that reduce stress and enhance clarity. As you embrace this habit, you'll find that a simpler life is not only more manageable but also more rewarding. By simplifying your life, you create the mental and physical space needed to focus on what truly matters. This habit not only reduces stress but also strengthens your ability to live with intention and purpose, setting the stage for the next Stoic practices that further enhance your mental toughness and resilience. Now turning to the 15th Stoic habit, we explore the art of developing emotional resilience. In a world where emotions can often feel overwhelming, the Stoics offer timeless tools to help us navigate life's ups and downs with grace and composure. Emotional resilience isn't about suppressing feelings, it's about understanding and managing them in a way that strengthens our mental toughness. One of the most powerful Stoic techniques for building emotional resilience is the practice of pausing before reacting. When faced with a challenging situation, our first impulse is often to respond immediately, driven by emotion. But the Stoics teach us to take a step back, breathe, and create a moment of space between the event and our response. This pause allows us to choose how we react rather than being swept away by anger, frustration, or fear. By practicing this habit, we gain greater control over our emotions and avoid unnecessary conflict or regret. Another key Stoic strategy is reframing negative thoughts. The Stoics believe that it's not the events themselves that disturb us, but our judgments about them. When something upsetting happens, instead of dwelling on the negativity, we can choose to reframe our perspective. For example, if you face a setback at work, instead of seeing it as a failure, you can view it as an opportunity to learn and grow. This shift in mindset not only reduces emotional distress, but also empowers us to approach challenges with a sense of purpose and optimism. Developing emotional resilience also involves accepting that discomfort is a natural part of life. The Stoics remind us that we can't control everything that happens to us, but we can control how we respond. By embracing this truth, we become less reactive to external events and more grounded in our inner strength. This doesn't mean ignoring pain or pretending everything is fine. It means acknowledging our emotions without letting them dictate our actions. A practical way to cultivate this habit is through daily reflection. At the end of each day, take a few moments to review your emotional responses. Ask yourself, did I react impulsively or did I respond with intention? Were there moments where I could have reframed my thoughts more effectively? This practice not only builds self-awareness but also helps you identify patterns and areas for growth. Over time, developing emotional resilience leads to greater emotional stability. You'll find that you're less easily shaken by life's challenges and more capable of maintaining a sense of calm and clarity, even in difficult situations. This habit doesn't just improve your mental toughness, it also enhances your relationships, decision-making, and overall well-being. As we continue to explore the Stoic habits, remember that emotional resilience is a skill that grows with practice. By pausing, reframing, and reflecting, you'll build a foundation of inner strength that prepares you for whatever life brings your way. Now shifting our focus, we come to the 16th Stoic habit, seeking wisdom. The Stoics placed immense value on the pursuit of knowledge and self-improvement, viewing it as a cornerstone of mental toughness. Wisdom, in their eyes, wasn't just about accumulating facts or information. It was about developing a deeper understanding of life, ourselves, and how to navigate the world with clarity and purpose. One of the most powerful ways to seek wisdom is through the habit of lifelong learning. The Stoics believed that growth doesn't stop at a certain age or stage in life. Instead, they saw every day as an opportunity to learn something new, whether through reading, observing others, or reflecting on personal experiences. For example, Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, kept a journal where he recorded his thoughts and lessons learned, constantly refining his understanding of life. This practice of continuous learning not only sharpens the mind but also builds resilience by equipping us with the tools to handle life's uncertainties. Another way to cultivate wisdom is by seeking out mentors or role models who embody the qualities we admire. The Stoics often looked to the lives of great thinkers and leaders for inspiration, studying their actions and decisions to gain insights into how to live virtuously. By surrounding ourselves with people who challenge us to grow, we create an environment that fosters mental toughness and encourages us to strive for excellence. Wisdom also comes from embracing curiosity and asking questions. The Stoics encouraged us to question our assumptions, challenge our beliefs, and remain open to new perspectives. For instance, when faced with a difficult situation, instead of reacting impulsively, we can ask ourselves, what can I learn from this? How can this experience make me stronger? This mindset shifts us from passive observers to active learners, transforming challenges into opportunities for growth. A practical way to integrate this habit into daily life is by dedicating time to reading or listening to content that expands your understanding. Whether it's philosophy, history, or even personal development, exposing yourself to new ideas keeps your mind sharp and adaptable. Additionally, engaging in meaningful conversations with others can deepen your insights and help you see the world from different angles. Ultimately, seeking wisdom is about building a foundation of knowledge and understanding that strengthens your mental toughness. It empowers you to face life's challenges with confidence, knowing that you have the tools to navigate them effectively. As we move forward, remember that wisdom isn't a destination but a journey, one that enriches your life and prepares you for whatever lies ahead. Now turning to the 17th Stoic habit, we delve into the practice of empathy. At first glance, empathy might seem at odds with the Stoic emphasis on self-control and rationality. However, the Stoics understood that true strength lies not in isolation but in our ability to connect with others compassionately. Empathy, in the Stoic sense, is about seeing the humanity in everyone, even those who challenge us, and responding with kindness rather than judgment. The Stoics believed that every person is doing the best they can with the knowledge and resources they have. When someone acts in a way that seems harmful or irrational, it's often because they're struggling with their own limitations or misunderstandings. By practicing empathy, we can step into their shoes, recognize their struggles, and respond with understanding rather than anger. This shift in perspective not only diffuses conflict but also strengthens our relationships, creating a foundation of trust and mutual respect. One practical way to cultivate empathy is by pausing before reacting. When faced with a difficult interaction, take a moment to consider the other person's perspective. Ask yourself, what might they be going through? What fears or insecurities could be driving their behavior? This simple act of reflection can transform your response, allowing you to approach the situation with compassion rather than frustration. Empathy also plays a crucial role in fostering inner peace. When we choose to respond with kindness, even in challenging situations, we free ourselves from the burden of resentment and negativity. The Stoics taught that our emotions are shaped by our judgments, and by choosing to see others with empathy, we create a more peaceful and harmonious inner world. Another way to practice empathy is by actively listening to others. Instead of focusing on what you'll say next, give your full attention to the person speaking. Try to understand their feelings and experiences without interrupting or judging. This not only deepens your connection with them, but also helps you gain new insights and perspectives. Ultimately, empathy is a powerful tool for building mental toughness. It teaches us to navigate difficult situations with grace, to strengthen our relationships, and to cultivate a sense of inner calm. By embracing this Stoic habit, we not only improve our interactions with others, but also enrich our own lives, creating a ripple effect of kindness and understanding. As we move forward, remember that empathy is not a sign of weakness but a mark of true strength. It's a practice that challenges us to rise above our instincts and respond to the world with compassion and wisdom. And in doing so, we not only become better individuals but also contribute to a more connected and harmonious world. Now shifting our focus to the 18th Stoic habit, we explore the transformative practice of letting go of the past. The Stoics understood that clinging to past mistakes or regrets only weighs us down, preventing us from fully embracing the present and shaping a better future. Their philosophy teaches us that the past is beyond our control. What's done is done, and the only power we have lies in how we choose to respond to it now. One of the core Stoic principles here is acceptance. Instead of resisting or denying past events, we're encouraged to acknowledge them fully, learn from them, and then release them. This doesn't mean ignoring the lessons they offer, but rather refusing to let those events define or limit us. For example, if you've made a mistake at work or in a relationship, the Stoic approach isn't to dwell on guilt or shame, but to ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I grow and act differently moving forward? A practical strategy for letting go is to practice what the Stoics called premeditatio malorum, premeditation of adversity. This involves imagining worst-case scenarios, not to dwell on them, but to prepare yourself mentally for how you'll handle them. When applied to the past, this means visualizing the lessons you've gained from your experiences and focusing on how they've made you stronger or wiser. By reframing past struggles as opportunities for growth, you can shift your mindset from regret to gratitude. Another powerful tool is journaling. Take a few moments each day to reflect on past events that still trouble you. Write them down, but instead of focusing on what went wrong, focus on what you've learned and how you can apply those lessons moving forward. This practice helps you process your emotions and gain clarity, making it easier to release the weight of the past. The Stoics also remind us that time is our most precious resource. Every moment spent dwelling on the past is a moment lost from the present. By redirecting your energy toward what you can control, your actions, thoughts, and choices today, you reclaim your power and open yourself to new possibilities. Letting go of the past isn't about forgetting or pretending it didn't happen. It's about choosing to live fully in the present, free from the chains of regret. As the Stoics taught, the past is like a closed door. It's behind us and no amount of wishing can change it, but the present and future are wide open, waiting for us to step forward with courage and intention. By embracing this habit, you not only build mental toughness but also create space for joy, growth, and new opportunities. The past may shape you, but it doesn't have to define you. And as you move forward, remember that every moment is a chance to start anew, to live with purpose, and to create a future that reflects your highest values. With this mindset, we're ready to explore the next Stoic habit, which focuses on building a morning routine to set the tone for mental toughness and intentional living. Now turning to the 19th Stoic habit, we delve into the power of building a morning routine. The Stoics believed that how you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. By beginning with intention and purpose, you create a foundation of mental clarity and resilience that carries you through challenges and distractions. A morning routine rooted in Stoic principles isn't about filling every moment with activity, but about aligning your actions with your values. One of the most effective practices is meditation. Taking just 5 to 10 minutes each morning to sit in stillness allows you to center yourself, observe your thoughts without judgment, and prepare for the day ahead. This simple act of mindfulness helps you approach challenges with calmness and focus, rather than reacting impulsively. Another powerful tool is the use of affirmations or Stoic mantras. These are short, meaningful statements that remind you of your priorities and values. For example, you might repeat phrases like, "I focus on what I can control," or "I embrace challenges as opportunities for growth." By starting your day with these affirmations, you reinforce a mindset of mental toughness and intentionality. Consistency is key. The Stoics emphasized the importance of discipline in cultivating virtue and strength. By committing to a morning routine, you train your mind to prioritize what truly matters, even when life feels chaotic. Over time, this consistency builds a sense of stability and confidence, helping you navigate uncertainty with greater ease. Your morning routine doesn't need to be elaborate. It could include journaling to reflect on your goals, a brief walk to clear your mind, or even a moment of gratitude to shift your focus to what you already have. The goal is to create a ritual that grounds you and reminds you of your purpose. By starting your day with intention, you set yourself up for success. You'll find that small, deliberate actions in the morning ripple throughout your day, helping you stay focused, resilient, and aligned with your values. This habit not only strengthens your mental toughness but also empowers you to live with greater clarity and purpose. As we move forward, the next Stoic habit will explore the importance of self-discipline and how it serves as a cornerstone for building lasting mental resilience. Now shifting our focus, we come to the 20th Stoic habit, practicing self-discipline. The Stoics placed immense value on self-control, viewing it as a cornerstone of mental toughness and personal growth. Self-discipline isn't about denying yourself pleasure, but about aligning your actions with your long-term goals and values. It's the ability to resist short-term temptations in favor of what truly matters, and this habit is essential for building resilience and inner strength. One of the most practical ways to cultivate self-discipline is through small, consistent actions. For example, the Stoics often practiced voluntary discomfort, like skipping a meal or enduring cold weather, not to punish themselves but to strengthen their ability to endure challenges. These small acts of self-control train your mind to stay focused and composed, even when faced with distractions or difficulties. Over time, this builds a powerful sense of willpower that helps you stay on track, no matter what life throws your way. Another key aspect of self-discipline is learning to say no. In a world filled with endless distractions and instant gratification, the ability to decline what doesn't serve your goals is a superpower. Whether it's turning down unnecessary commitments, avoiding unhealthy habits, or resisting the urge to procrastinate, each act of saying no strengthens your mental resilience. The Stoics believed that by mastering self-discipline, you gain control over your impulses and emotions, allowing you to act with intention rather than react out of habit. Self-discipline also plays a crucial role in overcoming adversity. When faced with setbacks, it's easy to give in to frustration or despair, but by practicing self-control, you can approach challenges with a calm and focused mindset. For instance, instead of reacting impulsively to a difficult situation, you might pause, reflect, and choose a response that aligns with your values. This ability to stay composed under pressure is a hallmark of mental toughness and a direct result of disciplined practice. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of setting clear boundaries and sticking to them. Whether it's limiting screen time, maintaining a consistent exercise routine, or dedicating time to meaningful work, these boundaries help you stay aligned with your priorities. By consistently honoring these commitments, you reinforce your self-discipline and build a stronger sense of self-trust. Ultimately, self-discipline is about taking ownership of your actions and choices. It's the practice of doing what's right, even when it's hard, and staying true to your values, even when it's inconvenient. By cultivating this habit, you not only strengthen your willpower but also develop the mental resilience needed to thrive in the face of life's challenges. As we move ahead, the next Stoic habit will explore the importance of surrounding yourself with virtuous people and how their influence can shape your mindset and behavior. Now turning to the 21st Stoic habit, we explore the profound impact of surrounding yourself with virtuous people. The Stoics believed that the company you keep plays a significant role in shaping your character and mindset. Just as a plant thrives in fertile soil, your growth as an individual is deeply influenced by the environment and the people around you. By associating with those who embody wisdom, integrity, and virtue, you create a space that nurtures your own moral and mental development. One of the core ideas behind this habit is the concept of sympatheia, or the interconnectedness of all things. The Stoics taught that we are social beings, and our actions, thoughts, and emotions are influenced by those we interact with regularly. When you spend time with individuals who demonstrate courage, justice, and self-discipline, their qualities naturally inspire and uplift you. Their habits and attitudes can serve as a mirror, reflecting the virtues you aspire to cultivate within yourself. For example, imagine having a friend who consistently approaches challenges with calmness and resilience. their ability to stay composed under pressure can encourage you to adopt a similar mindset when facing your own difficulties. Similarly, being around someone who practices kindness and fairness can remind you to prioritize these values in your daily interactions. The Stoics emphasize that such relationships are not just beneficial but essential for personal growth. However, this habit also involves being mindful of the opposite, avoiding those who drain your energy or lead you away from your values. The Stoics warned against the influence of negative or toxic individuals who might encourage harmful behaviors or distract you from your goals. By consciously choosing to spend time with people who align with your principles, you create a supportive network that reinforces your commitment to living a virtuous life. Surrounding yourself with virtuous people also provides opportunities for learning and self-reflection. Engaging in meaningful conversations with those who embody wisdom can challenge your perspectives and deepen your understanding of Stoic principles. These interactions can serve as a form of mentorship, guiding you toward greater self-awareness and moral clarity. Ultimately, this habit is about creating an environment that fosters growth and resilience. By aligning yourself with individuals who inspire and uplift you, you not only strengthen your own character but also contribute to a community of mutual support and shared values. The Stoics understood that no one thrives in isolation, and by cultivating relationships with virtuous people, you build a foundation for lasting mental toughness and inner peace. As we move forward, the next Stoic habit will focus on the importance of zooming out to see challenges in the context of a larger life journey, and how this perspective can reduce stress and foster resilience. Now, as we shift our focus to the 22nd Stoic habit, we delve into the power of seeing the bigger picture. The Stoics believed that many of the challenges we face in life can feel overwhelming when viewed up close, but when we step back and consider them within the broader context of our life's journey, they often appear smaller and more manageable. This practice of zooming out is not about dismissing your struggles, but about gaining a clearer perspective that helps you navigate them with greater ease and resilience. Imagine standing at the base of a mountain. From that vantage point, the climb ahead might seem daunting, even impossible. But if you step back and view the mountain from a distance, you'll notice the winding paths, the resting points, and the summit waiting to be reached. The Stoics encourage us to apply this same mindset to our challenges, by reminding ourselves that every obstacle is just one part of a much larger journey. We can reduce the stress and anxiety that often accompany difficult moments. This habit is deeply rooted in the Stoic concept of cosmic perspective, which invites us to see our lives as part of a vast, interconnected universe. When we adopt this viewpoint, we realize that our problems, while significant to us, are just small ripples in the grand scheme of things. This doesn't mean our struggles are unimportant, but it does help us approach them with a sense of humility and calm. For instance, a setback at work might feel like a major failure in the moment, but when you consider it as just one chapter in a long career, it becomes easier to see it as a temporary hurdle rather than a defining moment. Focusing on the big picture also helps us prioritize what truly matters. When we're caught up in the details of daily life, it's easy to lose sight of our long-term goals and values. By regularly zooming out, we can realign our actions with what's most important to us, whether that's building meaningful relationships, pursuing personal growth, or contributing to something greater than ourselves. This habit not only reduces stress but also fosters a sense of purpose and direction. To practice this habit, the Stoics recommend setting aside time for reflection. This could be as simple as taking a few minutes each day to ask yourself, how does this challenge fit into the larger story of my life? Or what lessons can I take from this experience that will help me grow? By consistently reminding yourself of the bigger picture, you'll develop a more balanced perspective that allows you to face difficulties with greater clarity and confidence. Ultimately, focusing on the big picture is about cultivating a mindset that sees beyond the immediate struggles and recognizes the broader patterns of growth and resilience in your life. It's a reminder that every challenge, no matter how difficult, is just one step in a much larger journey. And as we prepare to explore the next Stoic habit, we'll see how humility plays a vital role in building mental toughness and inner strength. Now turning to the 23rd Stoic habit, we explore the profound value of humility and its role in cultivating mental toughness. The Stoics believed that humility is not a sign of weakness but a cornerstone of strength. It's about recognizing our limitations, embracing our imperfections, and understanding that we are always a work in progress. This practice allows us to approach life with an open mind, ready to learn and grow from every experience and every person we encounter. Humility begins with self-awareness. It's about honestly assessing our strengths and weaknesses without letting ego cloud our judgment. When we acknowledge that we don't have all the answers, we create space for growth and improvement. For example, imagine you're working on a team project and someone offers a suggestion that challenges your approach. Instead of dismissing it out of pride, humility allows you to consider their perspective and adapt if necessary. This not only strengthens your character but also fosters collaboration and mutual respect. The Stoics also emphasized the importance of learning from others. No matter how skilled or knowledgeable we become, there's always something to gain from those around us. By staying humble, we remain teachable, which is essential for continuous improvement. Think of it like this: even the tallest tree started as a small seed, drawing nutrients from the soil and sunlight to grow. In the same way, we grow by absorbing wisdom from others and the world around us. Practicing humility also helps us handle criticism and setbacks with grace. When we're humble, we don't take failure personally. Instead, we see it as an opportunity to learn and do better next time. This mindset not only builds resilience but also reduces the fear of making mistakes, allowing us to take bold, calculated risks in pursuit of our goals. To incorporate humility into your daily life, the Stoics suggest reflecting on your actions and interactions. At the end of each day, ask yourself, did I approach today with an open mind? Did I listen to others with respect? Did I acknowledge my mistakes and learn from them? These simple questions can help you cultivate a humble mindset that strengthens your mental toughness over time. Ultimately, humility is about embracing the truth of who we are: imperfect, ever-evolving, and deeply connected to others. It's a practice that not only builds character but also fosters deeper relationships and a more grounded sense of self. And as we prepare to move forward, we'll see how embracing change, the next Stoic habit, further enhances our ability to adapt and thrive in an ever-changing world. Now, as we step into the 24th Stoic habit, we encounter one of the most profound truths of life: change is inevitable. The Stoics understood that resisting change only leads to frustration and suffering, while embracing it opens the door to growth and resilience. Life is a constant flow of beginnings and endings, successes and failures, joys and sorrows. By accepting this natural rhythm, we can navigate life's uncertainties with greater ease and confidence. Embracing change starts with recognizing that nothing in life is permanent. The Stoics called this concept amor fati, or the love of fate. It's about not just tolerating change but welcoming it as an essential part of existence. Think of it like the seasons: winter gives way to spring and summer fades into autumn. Each season has its purpose, and so does every phase of our lives. When we stop clinging to what was and start embracing what is, we free ourselves from unnecessary stress and open ourselves to new possibilities. One practical way to embrace change is to reframe it as an opportunity rather than a threat. For instance, imagine you've lost a job you've held for years. Instead of viewing it as a setback, you can see it as a chance to explore new career paths, develop new skills, or even pursue a passion you've put on hold. This shift in perspective doesn't just reduce anxiety, it empowers you to take control of your circumstances and turn challenges into stepping stones. The Stoics also encourage us to practice adaptability. Life rarely goes according to plan, and the more flexible we are, the better we can handle unexpected twists and turns. Consider a tree in a storm. The rigid branches break while the flexible ones bend and survive. In the same way, when we cultivate mental flexibility, we become more resilient in the face of life's storms. To build this habit, start by reflecting on past changes and how they've shaped you. What did you learn from them? How did they make you stronger? This reflection helps you see change as a teacher rather than an adversary. Additionally, try to incorporate small changes into your daily routine, whether it's trying a new activity, altering your schedule, or even rearranging your workspace. These small acts of adaptability prepare you for larger shifts when they come. Ultimately, embracing change is about trusting the process of life. It's about understanding that while we can't control what happens to us, we can control how we respond. By adopting this mindset, we not only build resilience but also cultivate a sense of peace and confidence that allows us to thrive in an ever-changing world. And as we prepare to explore the final Stoic habit, we'll see how living in alignment with nature ties all these principles together, offering a holistic approach to mental toughness and inner strength. Now, as we arrive at the final Stoic habit, we come full circle to one of the most foundational principles of Stoicism, living in alignment with nature. The Stoics believed that true peace and mental strength come from understanding and accepting the natural order of life. This isn't just about spending time outdoors or appreciating the beauty of the world. It's about recognizing that we are part of a larger, interconnected system and aligning our actions, thoughts, and values with this reality. At its core, living in harmony with nature means accepting what is beyond our control and focusing on what we can influence. The Stoics saw nature as a guide, offering lessons in resilience, balance, and purpose. Just as a tree grows toward the sun or a river flows toward the sea, we too have a natural path to follow, one that aligns with reason, virtue, and the greater good. When we resist this natural flow, we create unnecessary friction and suffering. But when we embrace it, we find clarity, purpose, and inner peace. One way to practice this habit is to reflect on the cycles and patterns of nature. Consider how the seasons change, how day turns to night, and how life itself is a series of beginnings and endings. These natural rhythms remind us that change is not only inevitable but also necessary for growth. By observing and appreciating these cycles, we can learn to accept the ups and downs of our own lives with greater equanimity. Another key aspect of living in alignment with nature is cultivating virtue. The Stoics identified 4 cardinal virtues: wisdom, courage, justice, and temperance as the foundation of a good life. These virtues are not arbitrary, they are rooted in the natural order of things. Wisdom helps us understand the world, courage enables us to face challenges, justice guides our interactions with others, and temperance keeps our desires in check. By striving to embody these virtues, we align ourselves with the natural principles that govern a meaningful and fulfilling life. Living in harmony with nature also means recognizing our interconnectedness with others and the world around us. The Stoics believed that we are all part of a single, universal community. This perspective encourages us to act with compassion, kindness, and a sense of responsibility toward others. When we see ourselves as part of a larger whole, we are less likely to be consumed by selfish desires or petty grievances. Instead, we focus on contributing to the greater good, which in turn strengthens our own sense of purpose and well-being. To bring this habit into your daily life, start by spending time in nature and observing its lessons. Take a walk in the park, sit by a river, or simply watch the sunrise. Reflect on how the natural world operates with balance and harmony, and consider how you can apply these principles to your own life. Additionally, practice gratitude for the natural gifts you receive each day, whether it's the air you breathe, the food you eat, or the relationships you cherish. Ultimately, living in alignment with nature is about finding peace within yourself by accepting the world as it is. It's about trusting that life, in all its complexity and unpredictability, is unfolding as it should. By embracing this mindset, you not only build mental toughness but also cultivate a deep sense of connection and contentment. And as we conclude our exploration of the 25 Stoic habits, remember that each of these practices is a step toward a more resilient, purposeful, and harmonious life. As we bring our journey through the 25 Stoic habits to a close, it's worth reflecting on the profound impact these practices can have on our lives. Each habit, from practicing negative visualization to living in alignment with nature, serves as a building block for mental toughness, resilience, and inner peace. Together, they form a comprehensive framework for navigating life's challenges with clarity, purpose, and strength. These habits are not just philosophical ideas, they are practical tools designed to help us thrive in the face of adversity. By focusing on what we can control, embracing discomfort, and cultivating virtues like wisdom and courage, we equip ourselves to handle whatever life throws our way. The Stoic way of life is not about avoiding hardship, but about transforming it into an opportunity for growth. Now, the real work begins. Start small by choosing 1 or 2 habits to incorporate into your daily routine. Maybe it's journaling in the evening to reflect on your day, or practicing gratitude each morning to shift your mindset. Over time, as these habits become second nature, you'll notice a profound shift in how you approach challenges and setbacks. Remember, building mental toughness is a journey, not a destination. It's about progress, not perfection. So, take the first step today. Experiment with these habits, adapt them to your life, and see how they can help you become more resilient, focused, and at peace with yourself. We'd love to hear about your experiences. Which of these habits resonated most with you? How have they helped you navigate difficult situations? Share your thoughts in the comments below. Your story might inspire someone else on their journey toward mental toughness. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content on Stoicism, personal growth, and mental resilience. Hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Together, let's continue building lives of strength, purpose, and meaning. Thank you for watching, and remember, the power to transform your life lies within you.